Hi, welcome back or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Laura. Hi, hello, welcome. I am so excited to talk trash with you guys. Last week I posted my birthday haul and I did bring something into my collection on Black Friday, but as I'm filming this right now, the products haven't shipped yet. They'll probably ship in December, so I'll talk about those next month at some point. Or maybe I'll have it in like a short go up or something like that on like what I bought. But I'm really eager to film my empties for the month, and I have a decent amount of empties and I don't know how I did it. So a lot of these things I think I was working on for the majority of the year, and that's how I emptied them. But it's just kind of a surge of products this month, and I'm really excited about it. Kicking things off, I did finish a shave oil. Shave oils are the best. I will never go back to shaving cream or lotion or anything. These never get, I shouldn't say never, but I really don't get clogs in my razors or anything like that when I'm using a shave oil, and I get a better shave when I'm using a shave oil versus a lotion or anything like that, or a cream. So I freaking love these. Now, I don't know necessarily about the scent. Very floral. There were times where I was like, ooh, I like this. And then there were times where I thought, whoa, this is way too grandma for me. So it was kind of a hit and miss scent to me. So I don't know if I would necessarily pick this scent up. I really like the coconut lime one, and I'm currently using the tropical glow one to see if I like that one. So far I like it more than this one. So this is just my lowest in the scents kind of thing. Something I finished in my recent deck of panning project pan. I'll link that in the cards if you haven't seen it. But I did also finish this guy here. This is my Hemp's White Gardenia and Coconut Palm lotion. This smelled so good. This smells like these cookies that I used to get when I would go to Florida with my parents. They were these coconut cookies. So I always felt like I smelled like a snack when I wore this. So nice. Definitely a little bit more sweeter kind of scent than I typically like to wear all throughout the year, but I really enjoyed this. Really enjoyed this. I can see myself buying another one of these. It is still available. I know it says limited edition, but this has been on Ulta's website for like a year or two, so I guess they haven't run out of them. Something I'm super, super excited about. I bought this earlier this year and I've already finished it, and that is not normal, not the norm for me and my products. However, I have been really making a conscious effort to roll a couple of these into my Shop My Stash. I found out that I really like this product. I really like the type. I like a little under eye mask. It makes a difference to me, I feel like. So I don't know if I would buy these ones again because these are so expensive. These ones were $40. But I think Good Molecules has one that's in like a little pot that you can use. Or I know right now, I'm going to send it to Josh, I think. Peter Thomas Ross has a set of 3 different face masks. I kind of want that because I want to try different ones. But yeah, I liked these enough to the point where I am looking for more products like this, which is annoying because I'm trying to not use single serve products. I have this guy, which I was not a big fan of, and this is the Estee Lauder Supreme Plus Revitalizing Supreme Plus. This was just a very mini sample size. I did calculate the value for what this was worth, which is $6. And man, for this little tiny freaking pot is worth $6 of their product. That's insane to me. This was so scented. I don't know how people use this. This is unbelievably scented, and it smells like my grandmother. Alternatively, something I really, really love, really enjoyed, and almost want to pick up another one is this guy. This is something I got for free when I worked at Ulta. Also, this was gratis. This is the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Overnight Restorative Mask. No, the Overnight Rehydrating Mask, excuse me. This was so nice. I used it as a moisturizer, honestly. I used it as a really thick moisturizer. I would use a very small amount because you didn't need a lot. It's empty. There's nothing in there. So you didn't need a lot because I wasn't using it for its intended purpose. I was using it more as like a daily moisturizer. So I used it very sparingly. It lasted me almost the entire month of November, which is really exciting. And this was only ½ ounce. But this, I believe, was about $11 if I did my calculation correctly. But I actually really enjoyed this. I'm kind of annoyed that I enjoyed this. I think that would be a really great product for someone that has really, really tight, dry skin. I think that would actually help quite a bit. Then something I don't know if I really noticed did anything, and it's this guy. This was in a deck of panning. I rolled it out, and I promised you guys it would be in my empties quickly, and I took forever to finish it up. I just kind of forgot about this. It rolled out of my project, and I was like, I promise I'm going to continue to use it. And guess who didn't continue to use it? Something I actually like, but I won't repurchase it, and it's really the price point. There's so many things on the market that do almost the exact same job, if not better job, and I don't need to spend $40 on it. This guy, this is the Dermalogica Pre-Cleanse Oil. I know Jessica Leigh also really loves this. This is a beautiful, beautiful product, don't get me wrong, but $40 for 5 ounces, that just is unbelievably steep to me, and there are so many things on the market that are a fraction of the cost that get the job done. Moving on to makeup products that I finished in the month. I'm really excited about this. So kicking it off with probably one of the most boring products. I just have them spread in front of me. I ended up rotating out my Ulta Beauty Maximum Lashes mascara. I actually really liked this mascara. It kind of had a weird wand where it just had I don't know how to describe it. It's almost like the wand is set up in like a triangle with like different length bristles. I don't know. This is like a rubber bristle brush meets a volumizing brush kind of thing. Will not dethrone my favorites, which are currently the Tarte Tubing Mascara and the Hourglass Caution Mascara. Is so nice. But this one was okay. Then something I used up unbelievably quickly. I think I brought this into my collection in, I want to say September, and I've already finished it, is the Milani Make It Last Setting Spray. Now this is a pretty small bottle. This is only 2 fluid ounces. So it is a pretty small bottle in my opinion, but I flew through this, and I don't know if it's just I eat setting spray. I really like to spray the heck out of my face, or if it's just the size of it. I really liked this. I liked the spray. It kind of reminded me of the Mario Badescu spray, so that's kind of why I bought the Mario Badescu sprays to replace this. I really liked the mister on this, and I definitely get the hype. I think if anything, if I was going to rebuy this, I would just go on Milani's website. Abby from Make Life Your Runway is actually the one that kind of enlightened me to this. There's a bigger version of this. There's a much larger version of this, and it's available like in some shop by her, but it's available on Milani's website. And so I think if I was going to buy the Make It Last setting spray again, I would just go to Milani's website and purchase the larger size so I can use it for a longer period of time than like 2 months. But yeah, that is this guy. I enjoyed it. I can see myself purchasing this in the future. Something that I won't repurchase, and it's not necessarily the product's fault. It was discontinued, so I can't buy it. But I also wasn't like the most wowed by this product, and it was the Ulta Beauty Positive Mindset Settings Powder. This was actually a pretty nice setting powder. The only issue I had with it was a little bit pink casted, so when I would put it on, and if my concealers were even just slightly tinted pink, I have like a neutral warm undertone, like it's mostly neutral but like hints closer to the warm spectrum. So if any of my concealers had a hint too cool of an undertone for me, I looked orange when I would wear this, and it just looked very noticeable that my stuff didn't match, but other powders, they didn't react to it. So I finished it. I ended up finishing everything in here. I really like rosehip as a ingredient in things. It does help my scarring and like pigmentation, anything like that. So I do like rosehip in that regard. So that's kind of why I wanted to grab this too. I'm like, oh, it says it has it. Something else I finished in a project pan earlier this month was this. This is the Becca Shimmering Skin Perfector in the shade Moonstone. I've owned this for so long. It's kind of disgusting how long this has been in my collection, and I still opt to put it on my face, but I own this for about over 10 years, I think, and this was just a beautiful, beautiful product, a really great formula for a highlight. You really can't go wrong if you're looking for something that's really blinding, really impactful. I had the shade Moonstone, and I actually preferred Moonstone, which is a little bit more champagne gold a little bit than like champagne pop, which I found was a little bit too dark for what I really like and a little bit more peachy than what I like in a highlight. I like just a soft, bright, like white gold almost. And I think that's just my favorite kind of highlight because I like a more intense highlight. I have so many highlights. I don't miss it, but I'm like, man, this was a great go-to everyday highlight. I kind of miss it. Something I don't miss, but I'm very happy I got out of my collection. And this is something that I swore time and time again that I would have in my collection. And I really can justify the price point of it because it's a very expensive product. I finished of the Cover FX Custom Enhancer Drops in the shade Celestial. I have finished 2 of this Celestial shade in my makeup journey, 2 full sizes and then a mini of it. I finished 3 other minis and I finished another shade in Sunbeam, which was a lot darker. I friggin' love liquid highlight, but it's something that I don't know if I'm going to want to purchase in the future because I feel like, I don't know if I can, but I feel like a liquid highlight like this is something that I can kind of, I might be able to franken and make my own using, I have like this idea in my head that I can do this. So yeah, I finished this. I was very happy to finish this. I don't know if I would repurchase. Never say never with this kind of product because I do love a liquid highlight, but I don't know if I would repurchase necessarily Cover FX's. I have one in my collection still from Fenty that I need to go through. I know other brands have liquid highlights, so I'm not like, oh my gosh, I have to get this one. This one's the GOAT. A spoiler for my year-long project pan that should be getting updated next week sometime. I haven't confirmed my December schedule yet, but this guy, I'm really happy about this. So this is the e.l.f. Shadow Stick in Mint for You. This was part of the Mint Melt collection. Look at, we all minted out today. So I love this kind of color. I really enjoyed this as an eyeshadow base. I enjoyed it as a waterline color. I mainly bought it to use as an eyeliner, and then as I was panning it, I realized how great I liked this and how great it worked as a eye base. I like this. I have an eyeliner that I can use that I used in a similar capacity today, so I'm not like needing to go get another one right now, but I definitely miss this. I miss this. All that being said, in the course of November, I ended up finishing $280.96 worth of product in some capacity, whether that's makeup, skincare, or body care, bath and body care kind of products. So it was a pretty good month in terms of things. It's definitely not like the biggest month that I've had, but looking at all of my numbers, it's one of the higher months. I'm usually right around like in the 200s for my empties. So all in all, this year so far, we still have December to talk about, like next month at some point. However, already in 2023, I finished $2,627 worth of product. Now, that is kind of unheard of, in my opinion. That is a lot of product. And I don't know if I'm keeping track of things a little bit better this year than I have. I also feel like I need to say a lot of these products I did not pay full price for. I worked at Ulta, so I did get a discount from working at Ulta. I did get free product from working at Ulta occasionally. Some of these products may have been free product that I got from Ulta, like these guys here as well. A lot of the skincare. I got more skincare from Ulta for free than anything else, but like these 3 products right here were free products when I worked there. These items in here I purchased myself in some capacity. Now again, grain of salt because I got most of these on a discount. Also, I want to know like something like this. Oh, also, yeah, I got this product. I'm giving myself the full retail value for it. I bought this when the brand was exiting Ulta, so it was only like $5. It was a big $5 for me. So like really, really grain of salt. This product is, the monetary value of this, if you bought it today, is $42. I bought this over 10 years ago. I can guarantee you this was probably $10 cheaper when I purchased it than it is today. So a lot of, like, just keep in mind, inflation has happened. Many of my products that I'm finishing and panning throughout the course of the year and in future years is probably things that I've had in my collection for years. and I'm finally getting my money's worth out of them. So I don't want these videos to ever feel like I'm bragging on how much makeup and things that I've used up. I spend a lot of money on things, and I'm trying to finish them. And it's just a way to showcase the fact that I have finished products. So you'll have to let me know in the comments below what your biggest accomplishment this month was. If you ended up using or meeting your goal on any products that you were trying to finish or hit pan, or maybe you're just trying to get usage goals in things. You're not necessarily trying to hit and finish things like I'm tracking in my Empties videos. Maybe you're just trying to use your stuff this year, and that's totally cool too. That's probably going to be how my next year's looking, is going to be using more things and finishing more things. But yeah, that is it for this video. Thank you guys so much for sticking around for my November Empties. Again, I'm looking forward to seeing you in the next video. And until then, I hope you guys are staying healthy, sane, and safe. And I'll catch you in the next video. Bye! Who's the baby? Who's the baby?